Welcome to Muscles and Malarkey, the podcast about all things strength, fitness, and fun. I'm your host, Mary. Today, we're diving into the world of goal setting. Yep, we're dusting off those New Year's resolutions. How are they holding up? You still going strong? A little wobbly? You totally forgot about them? Wherever you're at, no worries. We're here to talk about how to set goals that actually work. SMART goals, to be exact. Fun fact, part of the curriculum to become an occupational therapist, an OT, it involves a lot of goal writing. From my assessments, I create individualized, realistic goals for each patient. So yeah, you could say I'm a bit of an expert in goal writing. And today, I want to pass some of that knowledge and expertise on to you. Let's break it down. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's like the Swiss Army knife of goal-setting templates. So let's look at the SMART breakdown. Specific. This clearly states what you want to accomplish. Think of it like your GPS. Vague goals lead to vague results. Measurable. Define how you will track your progress. You're aiming for success, right? So how will you know when you've achieved it if you're not measuring it? Achievable. Set a goal you can realistically accomplish. Stretching yourself is good, but don't set yourself up for failure. Relevant. Make sure the goal matters to you and aligns with your broader objectives. Finally, time-bound. Give yourself a deadline. Deadlines create urgency and they help you stay on track. Let's use it to refine a pretty common fitness goal. I want to get better at push-ups. Instead of saying, I want to get better at push-ups. Let's say, putting my OT hat on here real quick, okay. I want to complete 20 unbroken push-ups by the end of 2025. I'll work towards this goal by incorporating push-ups twice a week during my upper body workouts. I'll start by trying to achieve 10 unbroken push-ups and progressively add repetitions as I improve. See how much clearer and actionable that is? You have a specific target, a measurable way to track progress, a realistic approach, and a timeline to keep you accountable. Set checkpoints. Breaking big goals into smaller milestones makes them feel more manageable. I highly recommend celebrating those wins along the way. It's easy to get caught up in the goal that you haven't achieved when you aren't acknowledging the progress you've made. Be flexible. Life happens. Your approach might need tweaks, and that's okay. One of my favorite phrases, be steadfast in your goal, but adaptable in how you reach it. Especially as you get going in achieving this goal, you might realize that, I can't do 2 sessions of this. I need to change when I work on this goal. Start small. Don't overthink it. Begin with the most basic baseline goal. Even if it feels too easy, achieving it builds momentum and confidence to tackle bigger challenges. Here's a quick OT school story because I love to just throw in my little story times here. I distinctly remember sitting in Morosky. I think it was during one of our phys diz class with Dr. Brazuz, and she's like, okay guys, we have this case study. I want you to break up into groups of 5. I want you to write out some goals for this patient. And like I said, we had been practicing goal writing for the majority of our OT career and education. So we're like, okay, here we go again. One of my classmates, Matt, he very confidently, he's like, all right, guys, I got this. Patient will be happy. And then he's like, you guys can finish the rest. I remember I was like, oh yeah, Matt, thank you. That was very helpful. It's like, you can't write that, especially in medical documentation. You can't just say like, oh yeah, patient will be like better. You have to make a goal that's going to be functional and meaningful for that patient. A lot of times when I'm in the acute setting of the hospital, it's when people are very sick and they're acutely sick. So our goals are very low level basic, like patient will be independent with lower body dressing using adaptive equipment as needed. Patient will be independent with functional transfers to increase independence in participating in functional tasks. When I was in the outpatient setting, it was hand therapy. So a lot of the stuff that I had was very biomechanical in nature, like patient will increase wrist flexion to 52 degrees within 4 weeks. But I also would write goals like patient will be able to use affected side to complete morning ADL routine with minimal pain within 8 weeks. That's just a little insight too of the differences in goal making depending on what setting you're in the lens of OT. But I think that also shows like depending where you are in the realm of fitness, like your goals are going to look different. I do not have a goal to run a mile in under 5 minutes, but the track star also doesn't have a goal of deadlifting 400 pounds. So that's why you have to make goals that are specific to you and what matters to you. Because if it's something that matters to you, you're going to continuously show up for yourself to accomplish that goal. Now, if you're stuck on how to set your own goals and you just want like a little brainstorming session, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram at musclesandmalarkey, or you can email me at musclesandmalarkey@gmail.com. Goal setting does not have to be super daunting, okay? Sometimes a fresh perspective can make all the difference. And remember, you've got this. Seriously. Goals don't have to be complicated to be effective. Start small, build momentum, and remind yourself that you're capable, because you are. I believe in you, and you should too. Let's crush those goals together. See you next time. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, share, rate, and review. It helps the podcast grow and reach more people. Do you have any questions or suggestions? Email me at musclesandmalarkey@gmail.com or find me on Instagram at musclesandmalarkey. Yeehaw and yee-claw, everybody.